Davis earns the pole today here in the Walking Dead 499 at Zombie Spaceport. It is an out-of-this-world track. As you see, a lot of super speedway action happens here, and it's on the moon, by the way, of all places. So a lot of zero-gravity fun, and I wonder how these drivers would survive in space and still race. But anyway, there was some drama very quickly. As you saw, we had our first wreck right behind us, behind the leaders, and oh boy, they're wrecking again. This is going to be a wreck fest right from the start. Aaron Frank took the lead under the caution flag. Here's the first big wreck with Benjamin Miles and a lot of other drivers. Man, it was like 8 drivers in that first wreck. Here's another view from Preston Plord in the 29. He got the worst of it. A hard hit on the wall along with other drivers wrecking. And here's the second wreck near the start finish line. Webster Zangarde spun out by the 20 of Connor Breton near the start finish line, and a hard hit there. They were running in the top 5, by the way, and already some drama. And here's another wreck that happened after the start finish line. Chris Washer got spun by Nathan Hudson, but Washer was able to keep it on track, and so was Nathan Hudson. And boy, we had 3 in another wreck happening behind. Austin LaPlante got a little loose on that after the wreck. So we had 3 wrecks on that first caution alone. But on the restart though, on the 9 of Michael Walton went on to take the lead. But the 10 of George Rourke not far behind, getting drafting help from Luke Walker. But Luke Walker coming up with his own plan. He wants the lead for himself. And to the line, the leader was... It was a really close battle, but Luke Walker got that lap, believe it or not. But Joshua Balkin would take the lead away from him, and then later Angel Navarro in the 96 would take the lead away from them. And then the 19 Alex Hawkins trying to do the same, but wasn't on the draft, and Navarro was able to pull away. Austin Mongold in the 21 battled for second with the 19 of Hawkins, but there you see Connor Breton, Michael Walton in a wreck, our second caution of the day. Let's take a look at it. You see smoke coming off final corner, a lot of drivers involved as well, like for the first wreck, only bigger on the final corner. George Rourke was in it, Jack Blake was in it, Mac McIntyre was in it, and many others. Also in it was the 93 Trevor Gelfie. He comes up with another wreck of his own along with Pichu, and the 77 of Kyle Collins. Contact with them, and boy, is there a lot of drama already on the very first laps of the race. And speaking of drama, pit stops went underway for our leaders, and Austin Mongold came out first ahead of Angel Navarro, as you see the other drivers coming out of pit road as well. There's our pole setter Jordan Davis out on pit road, our defending champion. Ooh, Mark Riggleman got into Mason Wood off pit road. Here's his view. You see Wood go right into Mark Riggleman, and boy, tough break for those two. Wow, that was just a hard wreck near pit road. Even pit road, no one to save. Anyway, Navarro took the lead on the restart over the 21 of Mongold. As you see, he's completed the pass, and Nicholas Guerrera, what a hard charge he got, as he's going for the lead against the 96. Sean Harple right behind him as well. The leader to the stripe was, guess what? Nicholas Guerrera by inches. That was another race by inches. Could we have a finish like that? We had a finish like that a couple seasons ago in the Showdown All-Star race here at Zombie Spaceport. It was a dead heat battle. Most fans probably remember that. And another wreck happens on the corner. This time Ian Dudd is involved in it, likely. I think it was Ian Dudd. We'll take a look back in just a moment. The race to the line. Jordan Davis trying to take the lead under the caution over Austin Talley, but Austin Talley would hang on to it. And here's the wreck we saw earlier. On that caution, Nick Altendorf spun out, and Jack Blake also joining him up for the ride. Another wreck happening near the start-finish line. That's probably the most dangerous part of the course. And 32 Ian Dutta, we saw him getting hit, and this is why, as he got hit by the 4 of Chris Washer. in the middle of the pack. That was the real reason for the caution. Here's another look from Washer's side. He got the 97 Joshua Balkin. Got him loose, and Washer hits the 6 of Mark Riggleman as well. His day for Riggleman gone bad to worse. Well, as you know, Washer had his reign of terror last race of Coca-Cola, but I guess this is probably, I guess drivers were mad at him, so they let it out on the track. And here's another contact, another wreck happening on the restart of the race as Jordan Davis went on to take the lead under the caution, another caution period. Here's the wreck one more time. Ooh, 19 Alex Hawkins in the 66, our last winner from Coca-Cola, Roman Rahal. Get a very fast wreck there. As you see, here's the view from the 19 of Alex Hawkins. Loose. Ooh, Daniel Voiles had contact with the 19, and Roman Rahal just spun it. But look at this. After spinning, he goes up to full speed. I'm not even sure how that's even possible in real life. But here's RJ Bishop getting a hard hit from the 66. This is what happened when the 66 got stopped on the track. And here's another view from Cody Hagan in the 88. Ooh, Connor Breton goes upside down. A lot of arrow rolls down the start-finish line, getting a hard hit from Cody Hagan. And here's his onboard camera. He was about to come down pit road, I think. And then he got spun out. And then, boom, just got a hard hit, and he went for a couple barrels, but he'd be alright. And another wreck happened after the caution. Nathan Hudson gets contact from the 28 of Isaiah Bernesh, but Hudson would keep it going. Well, we have less than 10 to go here at Zombie Spaceport. Davis led the restart, but Daniel Voiles was able to get through those wrecks and take the lead. But here comes Sean Harple in the 31. Harple getting drafting help from Tally. But Tally, though, is retaliating. No pun intended. Tally is retaliating for the lead, but here comes Angel Navarro. He wants to win again. He's been very close for these past couple races. Has never been able to close the door, but Navarro could be a chance for him to close it with less than a couple laps to go. Just a few laps later, coming into 5 laps to go, he'd get passed by the 97 of Joshua Balkin, another survivor from the wrecks. We saw him earlier make contact with a couple drivers, beating and banging, but he still was able to run for the lead. But here comes Jordan Davis, going to retake the lead from Balkin with just 4 laps to go. And then the 36 of Daniel Voiles at least tries to go for the lead here, but he decides to pit, and everybody else on the bottom is well pitted. How do they not wreck? I have no clue. Wow, I thought they were going to wreck on pit road, but well, that they learned their lesson from the others behind them, and I guess they slowed down in time. So 3 laps to go. Jordan Davis retakes the lead on pit stops, but he might have to pit like everybody else, and everyone behind him has to pit as well. As the 19 somehow was able to survive from the spin and get to second, but that's going to be thrown away as they're all going to come down to pit road, and with 2 laps to go, Austin Talley takes the lead. Drivers starting to come out of pit road with 2 to go. This race is going to be decided on pit strategy, and Talley hoping to make it with enough fuel. Because a couple races ago in Zombie Spaceport, it was all about fuel strategy. Drivers ran out of fuel on the final lap, and I guess they didn't want a repeat of that incident from season 4, I think it was. And Talley was trying to get through the lap car 3 Luke Walker, but then he decides to have second thoughts and decides to come down pit road, and he actually took the white flag on pit road. He comes out of pit road after the white flag, but here comes Sean Harple, gonna take the lead away from Talley on the final lap of the race. And boy, Sean Harple came out first on pit stops during the green flag pit stops, and now leads with 1 lap to go, the final lap. And it's only the second race this season will end under caution. And again, it is surprising because we've had like 3 or 4, like a ton of wrecks this race. But Sean Harple obviously does not have to come down to pit road. Coming off the final corner, Sean Harple's going to win the Walking Dead 499 at Zombie Spaceport. He earns his third career win of the Pokemon Cup Series, and he won 2 races last season, his rookie season, to make it to the chase. And now he's hoping to make it to the chase again, and hopefully to win some more like he did last season. It was all down to fuel strategy, pit strategy as well. Sean Harple ended up getting the win. Daniel Boyles was second by about a second behind Harple. Hawkins was third, Mongold fourth, Balkan fifth, Wood sixth, Zygarde seventh, Austin Talley did come in eighth, Nicholas Guerrero ninth, and Angel Navarro 10th. Connor Breeden was the Heartbreak Award, lost 34 positions from 6th all the way to 40th. Here's the rest of the field. Jordan Davis led the most laps, 11 laps, the pole setter, which is surprising for a super speedway, but he came home in 12th. And a lot of others, as you see, Preston Ford was dead last in 42nd. Next up, we head to Motegi, Japan for the Pokemon Trading Card Game 300, live from Twin Ring Motegi. Another track that's been on the schedule every season of PCS. See you in Japan!